Okay, this is how to do the lever. We're going to first save it. This is a new blank document. I'm just going to choose save and save this as the lever. And this is winter 24. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is draw this from the top. Unusual. So I click on top, click on the box. So for those students that are working with me, I apologize. I'm going to move fairly quickly, but you can see the video. Now, the diameter of this one, based on what I see on the drawing, is going to be 20 millimeters wide. So it's just 20. Then finish the sketch. We'll go to home view. Now I want this thing to stand 70 millimeters high. So I do the extrude, right? To 70 millimeters. So it's just the column, right? Now the next thing I want to do oh man, that actually has to be higher than 70 millimeters. I'm sorry, that has to be 80. So I'll show you real quick how to change that. If you double click on the extrude down here, we can change the history. I'm going to change it to 80. I just realized I have to go up a little higher. Okay, so now the next thing to do is choose this thing here. It's called fillet. Some people call it fillet, but that's not French. It's fillet. So we click on this edge, and then we're going to type half of the radius, which is going to be, not the radius, half of the diameter, which is 10. And that gives the rounded top. So now we're going to create the wedge. So let's look at the bottom of the object by using the view cube. Create sketch on the bottom. Be careful not to click on this square. Click on the circle here. And we're going to make, use a special kind of rectangle. So I'm using the down arrow to do a circle rectangle. This is really handy. So I click on the center of the circle here. And I just want to go past the outside of the circle, push tab, and make it 6 millimeters wide. Now what we'll go ahead and do is finish the sketch, go back to the home view, and we'll do extrude again, but this time we're only worried about the part that's where the cylinder is. And we're going to make this go up 60. Now you notice that it's wanting to go downward for me. I don't know, it may go upward for you. So I just have to give a minus 60 to change the direction. And it'll change to cut, so I cut this out. So now I have this clothespin that I just have to add a wedge. And the wedge is kind of sneaky. What we're going to do is go here to this part, right like this. Got to get so we can see this inside corner. And we're going to use, instead of fillet, we're using chamfer. And I'll click on this edge. Now, if I type in half of the distance on that, it's going to be 3, so I'm going to do 2.5. You notice that it doesn't quite go all the way down. So there's a really cool feature, and we're going to use this a lot in this class, called, instead of doing equidistant, we're going to do 2 distances. So we did 2.5 on one, and then on the other one, so I'm just going to change this one and see if it's the right one. And we're going to come down 60. And if it gives me an error, then I chose the wrong one. So I'm just going to do 60 on this one. And then click OK. And what that did, as I looked from the front, is it made this side have a wedge. So we want to repeat that step on the other side of the pin. So again, we're using chamfer. Click on this corner here, and remember that I did 2 distance last time. So the first one is 60. Nope. The first one is 60, and the next one is 2.5. We look at it from the front, it shows us all the detail we need. Okay, so this one's going to be important to know how to do the dimensions on this one, so make sure you still watch the video. Okay, so we do the same we did before, putting this on title block. Part isn't too bad. We're going to make it a little bit larger, so I'm doing 1:1. Just move it up a little bit like this. Okay, so we'll project the view, go straight up to the right, and just a little bit so they don't overlap. Okay, now the dimensions, if it doesn't do a radius, see this is a dimension, this is a diameter, then we have to force it. So I only have to put it one place because this would be, notice it's the same number, it's going to be the same thing, except this is the circle going around and this one is the circle going over the top. Next thing we'll do is, still using this tool, we want to know how wide this was here. We want to know the width of the whole thing and the height. And one thing we didn't have before, that's okay, we can do that. Last one we need to do is the height to the top of here. So we're going to keep with the dimensions. See how if I just go straight out here, it goes this way. I need to bring my mouse down until it snaps down, like that. Okay, so this part down here is kind of ugly. So if I escape out of here, I can click and I can move this part out so that they're not overlapping. It's a little easier to read. And we only had to do one side because the other just won't be enough. Okay, so that is the lever. We want to make sure we save this one, and then we submit this in Canvas.